Alright, I'm back. What's good, guys? I'm doing a late night stream tonight because I figured, why not? It's midnight, so first thing I want to do is I want to see if my run got verified. Yeah, those were rejected, but what about my recent one? Oh no. Okay, so it's still pending, that's alright. What about my rejected runs? Video at risk. Okay. Yeah, so it's still pending, that's alright. Anyways. Yeah, so I'm not going to be very loud because I don't want to be too much of a audible disturbance to the people outside or people in the neighbors and of course my grandmother. But I figured we'd start this by going to YouTube, see what all we can find. Ooh. A spa treatment? Ooh. Damn, I might just fall right asleep in this chair of mine. Okay. My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. What is this? What is this? What is this? This was the last selfie on Matthew's phone. This is what Matthew looks like when they found him. Oh my god. Oh, this is so cool.
I apologize sincerely that we're making this video at night because there are creepy photos here, but don't worry, this story is fake.
I mean, we know it's fake, but like this is a good analog horror concept.
This is another one of those TikTok slideshows that I got tagged in that has some sort of obscure story without any factual backing to it, and it shows a photo of this boy right here named Matthew. It then shows two photos which are apparently the last photos that were taken on Matthew's phone before his disappearance, the last selfie taken by Matthew on his phone, and an artist's rendered drawing of what Matthew's face looked like when they found him.
Dude, I love this though.
Now apparently in this story, nobody really knows what happened to Matthew, and even after doing a reverse Google image search, I couldn't find anything related to this photo right here. In fact, the only missing persons case with Matthew in it that's really publicly mainstream is this guy right here, Matthew Grant, who is a missing RIT student, but he was found later. I was also able to find the exact match for this photo, which apparently originated on Twitter or X. Again, these stories are very interesting, but you do have to take them with a grain of salt because a lot of the time they're just made up for entertainment.
Yeah, but I love this. This is so creepy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely something of that sort. But that was like creepy, bro. Dude, that was creepy. That is creepy, though.
I apologize sincerely.
Wait. Oh no, it's these two. Bro, I know everyone, furry or not, knows who these two are, bro. What? Bro, if you guys don't know who April is, oh my god. I mean, it is a traditional SFW and NSFW furry art artist, but they went mainstream with their porn animations, dude. Holy shit. What is that? I don't want to look at that. That was horrifying to look at. But you get, bro, bro. Moment of silence for those who don't know who these two are, bro. Those two characters in specific, bro. Like, I guarantee you. Newgrounds. These two, bro. Yeah. I'm not even gonna go into detail. There you go. Wait, is this the one that's, what is this? Oh my god. So is it all, like, cropped and shit? I don't know. Probably not a good idea that I dive too deep. Okay, yeah, because that would be bad. Anyways, as I was saying, dude, that was creepy, though. History. This was creepy. I liked this. What do I like on that? Okay, who's watching right now? I don't know, man, but still, this is creepy. I like this.
I apologize sincerely that
That's a distorted Germa
I apologize.
face. Oh, I see.
I apologize sincerely that we're making this video at night because
Where did this photo even come from? What happened to Matthew, bro? Oh, another one of these? Husker welcomes you to hell.
To hell, motherfucker!
Okay.
Superior senses than humans, and can see and smell and... Shh! I hear something.
What the
Right over.
Okay, whatever, buddy. Let's see what this is. Oh my god, I've seen this exact thing before from a completely different analog horror. This is what Rick looked like when they found him. So it's the same guy covering the exact same kind of short. Nick has a wife and 3 children. He visited Liminal Land. Yep, that's Liminal Land. Okay, it's... What does this say? He left his family to ride the Liminal Land anomaly alone. His last photograph in time his family would see him alive. Oh my god. What? Rick's deformity. Ugh.
well, guys, we've got another freaky video, but the one thing that I can promise you is that this is fake.
We know it is, because the Liminal Land isn't real either.
This is another one of those creepy
I don't think they're trying to say that this is real, dude.
story slideshows that I was tagged in, where the first slide shows a photo of a man named Rick Ackerman, age 42, height 5'11", and he has mild anxiety. According to this story, he traveled to a very strange amusement park with his
Yeah, it's based on an
family
analog
known
horror.
as Liminal Land. It was here where he decided that he would ride this ride, the Anomaly, alone.
Do y'all know what Liminal Land is? Yeah, this. Album. Here we are. Liminal Land. Visit liminalland.net. Yeah, it's like a really powerful AR. It's a really high-tech ARG. Paradise Playrooms. The Hall of Wall. This is just the back rooms, bro. Subliminal Land. The Laughter. Oh my god. Yep. Centrifuge. Whatever that is. Skyliner. Look at their faces. Unknown. The Chrysanthemum. which is a flower, by the way. A chrysanthemum is a flower. But yeah, you guys get the idea. It's an ongoing ARG. Funhouse. Serpentine. Invader Cave. Why does my mind tell me that some of these images look as if they were distorted by AI? I don't know, man. An understanding of the events that transpired within the park. What? Archival committee. So yeah, it's like a liminal land never existed, by the way. Attractions, accommodations, welcome home. One of the finer creations of the liminal land park. What is this? Oh. This looks like a 2000s like green room, you know, like just certain lights make a room look a certain way. And dark nights. Dude. One of the finer creations of Liminal Land Park came with... Ugh. It's so solid in color, and there... What is this? This looks like something out of Squid Game. Is there any more than this? Oh shit. This just looks like the hotel from At Dead of Night. Yep, just more of the same thing, I guess. Yep, that was all of them. One of the finer creations of Liminal Land Park came with the creation of their flagship accommodation, the holistic and opportune mutual experience, or home. The home project encompassed a sprawling underground suburbia, perfect for families who traveled from out of state to experience Liminal Land for themselves. Built from the repurposed bones of the Lake Valley Observatory employee housing structure, the site once housed the facility's clean energy workers and their families. At the time creating one of the largest underground communities in existence. This looks like a place, like, you see all the fake skies and things. Just the ceilings. It looks like a place you'd lose your sanity in. Oh my god. The whole time you're just trapped in a whole nother place that isn't even the outside world. Ugh. It's just painted to look that way. This is unnervingly creepy. At the time, creating one of the largest underground communities in existence. Upon its opening, Liminal Land aimed to celebrate the sense of community by transitioning home's purpose away from employees and geared towards park visitors, many of whom felt overwhelmingly comfortable while inside due to its illusory nature. Oh, that's creepy. The sensation of homeliness was the sole intention behind the project, as Charon sought to keep guests inside the park as long as possible in hopes of maximizing profits. Oh, this does not sound good. Because of this goal, home would be the only in-park hotel offered to guests, reportedly containing around 10,000 concurrent operational rooms at its peak, spread out over a handful of square miles underneath Liminal Land. Dude, why does this feel so nostalgic in a way? Blending 50s inspired decor with modern cues from the 80s, home was a marvel for its time, and due to the intrigue and raving reviews surrounding it, Charon would begin selling units in 81. Fulfilling their goal of keeping their patrons on park grounds for as long as humanly possible. It's the kind of thing where you'd stay and never want to leave. Due to the allure of home and its outward appearance of a sprawling underground suburbia, quick, family vacations often turned into extended and even permanent stays. And for many, Liminal Land Park had indefinitely become home. Are they, like, bound there? Can they leave and go do stuff at any time? Experience home. Oh my... Yo, this really is... Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. They're trying to confuse you into making it look like something from your past with all the bright colors. That's really strange. What is that? You want to know what I think about this place? This is what it makes me think. It's a small world. This is what it makes me think of. This is from the Abandoned by Disney creepypasta, which is another thing I'd love to read on here as well. I like reading things, you know, sometimes, when it's something that really fascinates me. Jeez, this whole place, dude. Oh my goodness. That looks like part of a door. Oh my... This is like AI generated. Make it so that you'll never want to leave. That's the whole point, to lose your mind. Jeez. Let's listen to the extended version. Accommodations archives. CD-ROM found employee training. Oh my goodness. Promotional material, come home. Oh god. There's no place like home. The 1978 vacation guide. Memorandum, letter of warning. My mommy's friend. Investigation tape. Found footage, welcome home. Annual police report. Summer pamphlet of 1978. Preliminal land photos of Lake Valley. Mention of Dr. Schlittenberg in Science News, 1959. Circa 1988, back on track. Oh my god. Memorandum, the sound in the C block. Home video, company training tape, visitor satisfaction. Promotional material, home, 1 out of 2. Foundational material, home, promotional material, home, 2 out of 2. Channel 5, 1988, missing persons. Circa 1973, Lake Valley observations. Promotional material, Paradise Playrooms. Oh my Missing Margaret J. Missing. Margaret Jacobson missing. Lake Valley Police. A new world awaits. Goodness. Paradise Playrooms, 1983. Where are their faces? Down in the depths. The happiest ride on earth. Movement on the rails. Yo, this is something we'll have to like check out in a separate video. All these things look like they were generated by AI to distort the faces. It almost feels that way. Not one normal looking face. Fading memories of a place I'll never forget. Lighting seems to just make all the difference. Those are the only normal looking faces. That's the only normal looking face. This one reminds me of a game I played. I haven't beat it yet. Oh hell nah. What is that? Oh, this is just off-putting. Look at this. Look at all these faces. They all have the same haircut. Why does it look like there's gore on this thing? Looks like the 6'7" kid. Shit, the 6'7" kid went here too? No! Oh god. So many bright colors and things. Okay, at that point you'd have to bring a swimsuit. Oh my god, this is just ugh. This looks like it was directly inspired from how early AI software, when generating things, they would smear and distort the faces, and to like prevent resembling real people, you know. Intervention. Please enter the password below. This is a joke? What the? Oh shit, I locked it. Everybody good? You still alive? Okay. Passage. Please enter the correct password so it's not gonna work. Yeah, this would be the worst time for me to start tweaking, bro. Not after this. I straight up just thought I heard something, bro. Oh my god.
Person where
chat. turn that off so that I can... I gotta check this out, bro.
The Vietnamese Butcher. In 2025, an incredibly brutal video surfaced online, spreading through private telegram.
Wait, I've heard of this. No, I've seen this before. I watched this video. It's a shock video. It's a gore video, and I cannot pull it up on stream, but I'll summarize it. It really, I think it's like some sort of really bad necrophilic sort of thing, but basically this guy over here who looks like a freaking, I don't know, this dude who looks like a freaking Vietnamese Troy Wagner, which is the actor for Jay from Marble Hornets. Dude looks freaking like a Vietnamese version of that. I don't know, but like this whole thing is really messed up, and it's a real thing that happened. This person died, okay? And so what they had happen, and this is the video. Apparently, I'm guessing it's supposed to arouse whoever has this horrible king. They place the head there and try to make it almost look like he would behead it. But then later on, there's a video of him jacking off on a bathroom floor, and then apparently he said something in Vietnamese that something like "I'm coming," and then this dude came over and just decapitated him. That's the best I can do to summarize it. It's really fucking disturbing.
Channels. The footage shows a
yeah, I could pull this up right now on WatchPeopleDie.tv.
bound Asian man sitting on the floor, while another person private Telegram channels. The footage shows a bound Asian man sitting on the floor, while another person wearing a Guy Fawkes mask walks around him and cuts his neck. The scene then moves to a bathroom. The tied-up man lies on the floor and brings himself to climax, while the masked man watches. Finally,
basically,
the attacker uses a cleaver knife to strike the man's neck multiple times, decapitating him. He then dismembers the body, cooks parts of it, and eats them. What made this case unique?
Yeah, they only show you the part where, like, apparently they filmed afterwards to show all the different body parts, and then he cooked them and ate them.
Was how the video circulated.
Disgusting.
At first, it was sold privately online. Eventually, someone bought the exclusive rights to the footage, after which it leaked completely into public Telegram chats. Internet users analyzed the video frame by frame. It was immediately clear that the footage was shot in Vietnam. Users reported the crime to the local police, but when law enforcement failed to act, the internet community started their own investigation. The main clue was in the second part.
So this is the aftermath of everything that I've seen.
The video, where the victim was on the floor. In this scene, the killer was unmasked in the shadows. Based on this and other visual clues, digital detectives managed to identify both the killer and the victim. They compiled their entire investigation into an 88-page document and published it online. Only then did the Vietnamese police actually do something. They arrested the suspect identified by the internet sleuths, and he turned out to be the actual killer. The victim's identity was also correct. The murderer was Doan Van Sang, and the victim was Nguyen Xuan Dat, a man who suffered from severe mental health issues and reportedly fantasized about being decapitated. The two men had met on extreme underground forums and agreed to carry out the act. Today, the Vietnamese butcher case is remembered as one of the most brutal and notorious crimes to ever come out of Vietnam. Dr. Gloves.
Okay, I guess that's basically it. The rest of these, Disney's website. I've heard of this and I've been wanting to know more about it. Wait, they actually discovered the identity of this guy?
Dr. Gloves. In the 2000s, extremely disturbing images surfaced on 4chan and gore forums showing an unidentified masked man posing with the corpses of stillborn and miscarried fetuses. But the most horrific pictures featured living children. All children appeared to be developed mentally challenged, and some may have been comatose, except for one, a little girl in a pink t-shirt who was seen walking around freely. He took more disgusting photos with her than anyone else. Tragically, many believe she may have been his own daughter. The images were too sickening to ignore, and an internet investigation quickly began. As the photos circulated online, users tried desperately to identify the man. The person who originally posted the images went by the name Master, but online communities later dubbed him Dr. Gloves due to the long medical gloves he wore in almost every picture. Based on the photos, Dr. Gloves is likely a white male between 30 and 45 years old. Investigators suspect he worked in a hospital. Some believed he was a child mortician, but his interactions with living children complicated that theory. The electrical outlets visible in the background helped narrow down the location to either the US or Canada. Then, a massive breakthrough happened.
Dang.
One of the images captured a photo
Yeah,
ID
people are
badge.
smart, bro.
The name on the badge read Edvin Baljans. While it wasn't a 100% confirmation of Dr. Gloves' identity, it was the biggest lead they had.
Yeah.
Users immediately reported the twisted medical worker to the FBI. But the FBI ignored them, stating that the images didn't show anything explicitly illegal. To this day, the case of Dr. Gloves remains completely unsolved.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Swirl. In the early 2000s, German police discovered a hard drive in a forgotten storage unit. Inside, they found photos of food, scenic locations in Southeast Asia, and CP. In these horrific images, 3 young boys were inside an abandoned building. However, it wasn't just this disgusting crime that made the case so famous. The most unusual part of these photos was that the perpetrator didn't try to hide his identity. He simply swirled his face using image editing software. Because of this disturbing detail, the internet dubbed him Mr. Swirl.
Ugh.
Starting in 2004, Interpol launched a massive manhunt to track down this monster.
I've seen people use that trick before, dude. I've seen people use that trick in, like, memes and things. He's like, yo, this dude slimed out my girlfriend or something. Or something, and the only thing I have of him is this video from his TikTok. Can y'all help unswirl his face?
Investigation was named Operation Vico, and it brought in top computer forensics experts to try and unswirl the suspect's face. Interpol tried to use context clues from the background of the pictures to track down exactly where they were taken. However, this proved incredibly difficult due to the wide range of countries featured in the images. It was as if Mr. Swirl believed he was completely untouchable, playing a sick game with the police by refusing to hide his face.
You could have just...
On the same time, investigators discovered that photos with the exact same swirl effect were being posted across various underground forums. It was Mr. Swirl. He had uploaded nearly 300 of these images, becoming highly notorious within sick online communities. The only way to catch him was to find a way to reverse the swirl effect on his face.
Fame Plus? Why does that sound familiar? Oh, I don't get it, but okay. I don't get it, but okay. What is this? I don't know what this is either. Close it. Shut it off.
Fortunately, the swirl effect differs from other blurs because it doesn't actually destroy the pixels in a photo, it just rearranges them. The face hidden beneath the distortion all along belonged to Christopher Neal, a Canadian citizen who had been traveling across Asia to commit his horrific crimes. In 2007, Christopher Paul Neal was arrested in Thailand and sentenced to prison. However, after just 10 years, he was released. The Chinese Lab. In February 2022, a Chinese urban explorer posted a video on Douyin, the Chinese version of TikTok.
I've seen this. I think I've seen this. He goes inside a place and he finds corpses.
Showing a strange location he found in rural China.
Yes,
the place looked
I've
like
seen
an abandoned
this.
hospital or laboratory. As he went deeper into the basement, he stumbled upon a shocking sight, a large pool full of what looked like the bodies of children. At the beginning of the video, the blogger claimed these were just models or film props.
Oh my god, I've heard this exact story before.
However, viewers instantly doubted him.
I think I've heard it from both either or Watch People Die or YouTube. No, I think I heard this story from Chilling Scares. That's another channel we gotta watch, bro, and we're gonna watch it on stream after this. I love Chilling Scares, bro, because he always tells true stories.
Because everything looked way too realistic. Nearly a year later, the explorer decided to return to the site. His second visit proved that these weren't just props. Over the months he was gone, the remains in the pool showed clear signs of natural decomposition. On top of that, he found medical equipment and a glass jar containing a human embryo inside the lab. Shortly after, his account was banned. When it was finally restored sometime later, the videos were gone, and the blogger never mentioned the incident again. His footage sparked massive controversy both inside China and around the world. Some people speculated that this was a dark consequence of China's one-child policy, which lasted until 2015. Another theory suggested a link to the black market organ trade. There are other theories, but none of them actually explain what this place really was. Disney's website. In the mid-1990s, a user named Kevin TX created a website.
Why did that look like PewDiePie?
Called paranoia.com. The site was simple, but it had a clear purpose: to serve as a platform for absolute free speech where anyone could post whatever they wanted. It quickly gained massive popularity. Thousands of users flooded paranoia.com to share their thoughts, personal journals, and obscure hobbies. It became a home for both ordinary people and strange internet subcultures. But this total freedom had a very
Like
dark
the
side.
furry
The platform
fandom?
hosted
Nah, I'm
disturbing
kidding.
adult content and early pages created by pedophile advocacy groups calling themselves Pedophile Pride. Today, the archives look like a raw time capsule, showing exactly what the unfiltered Wild West of the early internet looked like. By the late 90s, the project died out. Kevin TX wasn't making any money from the site, and keeping it online became too expensive. The
Yep.
website was forced to close. However, shortly after it shut down, people noticed something incredibly bizarre. If you tried to visit paranoia.com, it automatically redirected you straight to disney.com. This
What?
sparked massive curiosity. What could a creepy, edgy site full of borderline illegal content possibly have in common with the Disney company?
Probably
People
nothing.
reached out to Disney directly, asking why paranoia.com redirected to their homepage, but Disney remained completely silent.
Uh-oh.
However, the answer turned out to be purely corporate, but fascinating nonetheless. In the year 2000, Fox Family Channel launched an interactive TV game show called Paranoia. It was a brand new concept for its time, allowing viewers to participate live via the internet through a partnership with the web portal Excite. To support the show, Excite bought the paranoia.com domain. But how does
Uh-huh.
Disney fit into this?
See.
The missing piece of the puzzle came just a year later. In 2001, Disney bought out Fox Family worldwide in a massive deal. Along with the TV network itself, Disney inherited all of its digital assets and web domains, including paranoia.com.
And it just ends like that, no outro or anything. Okay. Well, I think I know what we're gonna do next. Like I said, we are going to watch... Goodness, my hair is so... feeling really weird. We're gonna watch some chilling scares, maybe. I don't know. I think we should delve into more infamous things, like... I don't know, man. What is all of this? The infamous
Fukuna Shujo 03.
What is this?
Fukuna Shujo 03 is a notoriously brutal GIF. In the animation, the girl's arms and legs are held by laser beams that lift her high above the ground inside a large futuristic machine. A laser then appears, gradually slicing off her skin.
What?
Within a few seconds, the laser strips the girl's skin completely. Despite being pixel art, everything is drawn with disturbing anatomical precision. In 2012, Fukuna Shujo 03 began circulating on image boards like 4chan,
Oh, of course.
shocking unsuspecting users. At
I love how they use the painting. You guys recognize this face because there's a painting. Screaming guy painting. Yes, this right here. See, you guys recognize this painting. So yeah, that's what that is. And of course there's some AI slop, but that's besides the point.
At the time, nobody knew where the animation came from, though people assumed it was made by someone with a highly disturbing fetish.
Probably.
Over time, the internet forgot about Fukuna Shoujo 03 until it blew up again in 2018 through viral memes. The memes revived interest in the original file, and users started digging to find its creator. On May 11th, 2012, Pixiv user Vivendausme posted a still image of a young girl standing on a platform, adding a note that the project was incomplete.
Yeah, I love how
Like
it's
of a young
Vivendaus me, but it's supposed to be Windows me.
girl standing on a platform, adding a note that the project was incomplete. Later that year, on October 26th, the creator published a preview of the finished animation on Pixiv, alongside a link to the full version on the image hosting site ImageBam. This was the exact origin of the notorious GIF. Aside from Fukuna Shujo 03, the author created several other similar animations,
I mean, it's
changing
just a work of art.
only the number in the title. Each one depicts
Weird
young girls
work of
being killed
art.
in equally brutal ways. In the first part,
Yeah.
a girl dies in an electric chair, while the second part shows a girl being impaled by a long iron spike.
Oh, that's even
DancingSwede.mp4.
What?
DancingSwede.mp4 is a bait-and-switch shock video that was spammed on the image board website soyjack.party on January 26, 2022. The video shows an edited video of a Swede Jack dancing to a portion of the Super Mario World ending theme. After a few seconds, the video abruptly cuts to CP material. allegedly
Ew.
originating from one of Peter Scully's infamous videos. The video file size is 2.11 megabytes. WebM version also exists that is 2.12 megabytes. After the video was uploaded, Anons attempted to find out who made it. Their investigation eventually led to a Discord user Goth, a Turkish teenager named Eitel Altan, who said that he uploaded the video because it is fun to spam CP, and as retaliation against Soot, the admin of Soyjak.party, for refusing to sell the website to Yuri Kuznetsov, an owner of Kolamanet. Kuznetsov did end up purchasing Soyjak.party on July 16, 2022, and has publicly spoken against Goth multiple times. Users attempted to get more information about the user Goth to report him to authorities, but were unsuccessful at the time. Later on, someone, which some Anons theorized to be Yuri Kuznetsov himself, released a partial docs of Goth. The docs included Goth's school name, full name, age, and a video of Goth talking about his chin. A few Discord posts were also released which showed that Goth made Soyjak edits next to pictures of the feet of young women.
Ew.
Both Soot and Kuz reported Edel to the school system. But due to Turkey not being very strict on CP laws, no legal action ever came of this incident.
Are you
Mr.
serious?
Mr. Lilcarty was an Instagram account created in 2020.
No, this can't be true. So you mean to tell me, okay, I'm gonna open, this better not be true. I don't like accessing illegal material, but like, treat it like the dark web sort of thing. I'm not gonna show you any of this. In fact, I'll cut off duck. I'm gonna test this. You have to be lying to me. This is Opera GX. You can use a VPN, and I don't know if you can really access anything truly disturbing, but give me a second. This can't be true. Okay, all you'll hear now is my voice, and that's for the best. I'm gonna see if I can get a VPN for the country, Turkey, and see if it's actually possible to access stuff like that, because that would be horrible. That would be terrible. And I am not going to show you any of that. So we just go ahead and, new private window, VPN, optimal location, Turkey. No results for Turkey. Apparently, VPN with disclaimer. Browsing with VPN to prevent third parties from tracking you. What is a VPN bypass rule? Sorry, this is my stupid channel, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and look up what a VPN bypass rule is. VPN bypass rule. Syntax. Oh, to bypass the VPN? Okay, AI overview. VPN bypass rules determine which specific traffic bypasses your encrypted VPN tunnel. By utilizing split tunneling, you can route specific apps or websites through your regular interconnection. Oh, okay, so that's not something we want to use. But still. So the VPN's on. Get device-wide protection. Oh man, if only I had the money. Yeah, I don't have the money for that. Sorry. But, I'll just do this. Let's look up, I'm gonna look up Turkey's laws on that kind of stuff, because that'd be horrible. He said there wasn't very strict. Turkish. Okay, I don't think I need to censor this. I can go ahead and show this because this is a new site. So, all right. Recording and dissemination. of images concerning children's physical privacy. Turkish Penal Code number 5237 does not contain a crime definition encompassing the concept of pornography. Crimes related to child pornography are considered within the scope of the crime of obscenity. Yeah. Under the heading Crimes Against Public Morality of Turkish Penal Code. The fact that child pornography should not be misinterpreted Okay, so it's a lot stricter than he was saying. That was not true. I think is what that's saying. Containing child. It's scientific work. So it's the same. It's kind of the same here. Like you can take a picture of like your child's penis or something if it has like a medical disease, and then send that to a doctor. But even then, you'll still get like questioned by the police and things. You'll get arrested. It's bullshit because police track too much, you know. And even if you're just a normal parent trying to do something for your doctor, it's kind of like. Even then, it's kind of like, why couldn't you just go take the child to yourself, you know? Take the child to the doctor yourself. Doesn't make sense. Any sexual act directed at a child who is under 15 years of age or who is over 15. Oh, so it's different in, okay. Wow. Jeez. I mean... I could kind of personally advocate for that in the sense that it talks about, where was it? Being able to comprehend the meaning and consequences of the act. That's always important when it comes to that kind of thing. And to me, that, in my personal opinion, that means I'd say that Turkey has slightly better laws that advocate for people like me, you know? I don't ask for much. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. Yeah, anyways, I don't feel like looking up illegal material right now, because that shit's just disgusting anyway. I don't like any of that. It's gross. But,
whose sole upload was a viral CCTV video of a tragic accident.
Oh.
The footage, recorded in a building in India on November 28th, created its incident. Turkey not being very strict on CP laws, no legal action ever came of this incident. Mr. Lil Carty was an Instagram account
I love how he framed it as not very strict. That gives you direct insight into his morals. Indirect insight.
In 2020, whose sole upload was a viral CCTV video of a tragic accident. The footage, recorded in a building in India on November 28th, 2020, shows 3 young children entering an old-style elevator. This specific lift lacked automatic doors, requiring a scissor gate to be closed manually, while each floor was separated by a heavy wooden door. After the elevator arrived at the 4th floor, the 2 older sisters stepped out, leaving their 5-year-old brother, Josefa Sheikh, behind. The boy accidentally stepped into the narrow horizontal gap between the closed wooden door of the floor and the outer side of the elevator's scissor gates, likely confusing the space for part of the cabin. Once the elevator was called to a higher floor and began to move, the child was trapped in the shaft and suffered fatal injuries. The CCTV footage had been briefly covered by Indian news outlets before the Instagram account re-uploaded it. The profile rapidly gained notoriety across Instagram and TikTok, accumulating hundreds of thousands of views and reactions before being permanently banned from both platforms. Cartoon shock videos. Cartoon shock videos are a specific genre of online shock media that use innocent children's cartoon characters in the first half of the clip, only to abruptly cut to highly disturbing or violent footage. The cartoon intro is designed to catch viewers off guard, and more importantly, to bypass social media algorithms. Because the first half of the video looks like harmless animation, automated moderation systems often flag the content as safe without checking the rest of the file. At least, that is how it used to work. One of the most infamous examples of this genre is a video titled A Cake Today That Looks Rich, originally
that's from Parappa the Rapper.
Uploaded to Vimeo by a user named Boat Guy on January 13th, 2023. The video starts normally, showing the character Cheep Cheep, the cooking chicken from the video game Parappa the Rapper. She begins singing her classic lines. Every single day, stress comes in every way.
Yep.
We'll make a cake today that looks rich. Right before she finishes her line, the video abruptly cuts to a graphic clip originally sourced from LiveLeak, showing a man suffering a severe hand injury involving a kitchen blender. The video was quickly deleted from Vimeo for violating the platform's terms of service regarding violent content. Another well-known example is Victory Screech, a bait-and-switch video that first appeared online around 2016 and was heavily circulated across Discord. For a long time, the original file was considered lost media before being archived and re-uploaded. As the title suggests, it opens with a famous clip from the SpongeBob SquarePants episode The Algae's Always Greener, where SpongeBob shouts, "Victory Screech." Just as he is about to scream, the video cuts to footage of an unidentified man mutilating himself with a knife while breathing out of agonizing pain, followed by him cleaning the aftermath with a towel. These videos rely entirely on the contrast between childhood nostalgia and sudden, jarring imagery to maximize their psychological impact on unsuspecting viewers. Minion AI Gore. Imagine scrolling through TikTok, clicking on what looks like a funny meme with minions, and suddenly realizing you are actually watching a stylized version of a real-life tragedy. In late 2024, a highly disturbing trend completely hijacked the platform. Shock content creators started taking notorious, historically famous internet footage and running them through an AI video generator called Runway. The AI was given one specific, twisted instruction: track every human in the frame and replace them with a minion. Trolls use this method on deeply tragic videos, such as the live stream of Ronnie McNutt.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's hilarious and messed up. Oh my goodness. For those of y'all who don't know who Ronnie McNutt is, bro. Oh my god, bro. Jesus Christ. Why the... Oh, that's so terrible. Oh my god. Oh man. Hey guys, I guess that's it. Kaboosh! And he's dead. Oh my god, that's horrible. I really like that guy. He's dead now, but like he made some really good statements that I see happen even now. He says it's funny how only when somebody's finally pushed to the edge, all of a sudden you're sorry. And it's like, that's so true.
Horrific workplace accidents like people falling down elevator shafts and violent live-streamed altercations. TikTok's automated safety systems immediately detect and ban any footage containing blood or physical violence. However, when the AI transforms the victims and bystanders into bright yellow cartoon characters, the system gets confused. The automated filters see the clip as a harmless, fan-made animation and actively push it straight into the For You page recommendations. The trend originally sparked in December 2024, heavily driven by a specific group of Russian-speaking accounts that pulled in millions of views within just a few days. Countless
R.I.P. Ronnie McNutt, bro. Man, I always say that Ronnie McNutt would have made the perfect canon protagonist for Buckshot Roulette. Yo, speaking of which, we might actually play that. I always said that he would make the perfect canon protagonist for Buckshot Roulette. And that's not to disrespect his name. That's to honor it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Unsuspecting users, including young children, suffered severe psychological distress after stumbling onto these clips.
Yep.
Quiero agua. In 2021, a deeply disturbing 20-second video from Mexico titled Quiero Agua became infamous across the internet. The footage captures an incredibly brutal scene. It shows a victim kneeling on the ground, missing all the skin on their face and eyelids, with severe injuries to their chest. The video gets its title, Quiero Agua, from a specific moment during the interrogation. The killer asks the faceless victim if they want a drink, and the victim replies, Quiero agua, which translates from Spanish to I want water. But the disturbing details do not end there. The executioner in the video is wearing a creepy clown mask. While his exact identity remains unconfirmed, many internet sleuths believe the killer is Fabian Morales, known by his alias El Payaso, which means the clown. Morales was a hitman for the CJNG, the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, an extremely violent Mexican criminal organization. He wore the clown mask as his signature look because of his past job as a real circus worker. However, records show he was arrested and imprisoned back in 2020. Today, Quiero Agua can still be found circulating online, and surprisingly, even on YouTube. Users constantly
Ugh.
find clever ways to bypass automated filters just to upload the unedited video back onto the platform.
Ugh. Why would you do that? You're disgusting, bro. But yeah, anyway. I think it's time, chat. Buckshot roulette. Let's get it, bro. I gotta fix that. Let's get it, chat. I'm ready. Oh, I can't see my mouse. Alt F4. There we go. Play. Play. That should do it. Okay. Now I can see my mouse. Perfect. No, my mouse. I don't know. I guess I can't render it. Wait, I think I know what I need to do. I have an idea. It's because I'm using OBS, isn't it? Okay, don't worry. I know what to do. So I'm gonna go to Properties. Windowed. That should do it. Nope, still not working. Hold up. Okay, hold up. I think I know what I need to do. You know what? Hold on. Yeah, I think I'll see you guys soon, okay? I think I have to, I gotta go use the bathroom, and plus it's really late anyway. I might be back tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta use the bathroom really bad. Yep. See y'all tomorrow.